Today in this video, we're going to talk about another incurable condition where patients are kept on long-term treatment, yet these patients experience stomachache, blood in stools, diarrhea with a lot of discomfort. These patients often leave their job or are very much depressed when it comes to their condition. Today we're going to talk about the reasons, Ayurveda point of view, and a complete treatment protocol along with simple diet restrictions that will improve their condition from the first day itself. We're discussing about ulcerative colitis and its permanent treatment through authentic classical Ayurveda. Let's understand in this video. Namaste everyone, welcome to Jyovis Hospital of Ayurveda and Aesthetic Center, Mumbai. Inflammatory bowel syndrome or inflammatory bowel disorder is a term which is used to explain three disorders: Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and indeterminate colitis. These are disorders which are autoimmune. The body's own immune system starts attacking the own body organs. These are disorders where the patients experience a lot of on and off stomach ache, blood in stools, ulcers in the colon. So there's a lot of inflammation in the colon. So here we experience a lot of reasons why patients have ulcerative colitis: stress-induced ulcerative colitis, food-induced ulcerative colitis due to medications, due to history of drugs, due to history of TB, a lot of several reasons where patient's immune system is affected and hence followed by ulcerative colitis. In Ayurveda, we relate it as a Pitta Pradhan Vyadhi. It is a typical characteristic feature of Pitta Pradhanya. Ayurveda, being the world's first medical science, has an elaborative explanation of the complete cure of ulcerative colitis. If we find ulcerative colitis in Ayurveda, we see exact same signs and symptoms as explained in the modern science in Ayurveda under various different headings. In this video, we'll discuss few of them. Number 1, Raktaj Atisar, which is diarrhea due to vitiated blood. Pittaj Atisar, diarrhea due to vitiated pitta. Shokaj Atisar, which is diarrhea due to grief and feeling of stress and anxiety. Ashayapakarsha, which is the vitiated vat. The vitiated vat displaces the pitta into the colon, which may further lead to bleeding from the anal orifice. There are disease types which is explained as Rakta Pitta, which is bleeding disorders. Amongst one out of the three, which is Urdhva Rakta Pitta, bleeding from the upward track, Adhog Rakta Pitta, bleeding from the anal orifice, and Tiryak Rakta Pitta, bleeding from the skin. We see Adhog Rakta Pitta, where Pitta and Rakta are vitiated, they get mixed together, and we see bleeding from the anal orifice. There is Adhog Gati, and the treatment explained is change the Gati to the Urdhva Marga, which is Urdhva Vaman or Urdhva Vamanopag Mahakashai or Urdhvak Chikitsa. So a beautiful explanation given under Urdhvak Adhog Rakta Pitta, which is bleeding disorders. There are several such headings where the signs and symptoms of ulcerative colitis is explained. We often relate it to Pravahika, which is Pittaj Grahani as well, which is the inflammation of the Grahani, which is the site of Pitta, which is small intestine. As per Ayurveda, we know Vat, Pitta, Kapha. The site of Pitta is in the small intestine, and here we only need to work on the small intestine. So the Chikitsa of Pravahika is often related to the patient. Over here, we often see the intestinal motility is reduced. There is lack of Sarkitta Vibhajan. Whatever food is eaten, the lack of Sarkitta, the useful and the waste division is not happening. The useful is not getting absorbed, the waste is not going out as it should be going. So as per Ayurveda, correction of the Agni is the most important treatment. And when we correct the Agni, we also correct the errors of the Dhatugat Agnimandya. What I really mean by this is having a proper Sarkitta Vibhajan, which means to have the useful part getting absorbed and to have a proper waste in a proper manner which should be eliminated out of the body. So correcting the Agni, improving the intestinal motility, working on the gut microbiota is overall very important. So patients often ask, is there a treatment for ulcerative colitis? We see patients in over 50 plus countries. We have several patients with 36 loose stools and everyday loose stools and everyday bleeding in the stools. Patients completely cured with no relapse and no recurrence at all. Patients of these autoimmune disorders, when the immune system is modulated, when the ulcers are fixed, when the pitta is reduced, we see a tremendous change in their overall well-being. No single treatment is the key here. We need a combination of treatment protocol. Number one, working on the gut microbiota. Number one, reducing the pitta. Number three, giving strength to the intestinal motility. Fourth, Shokach Atisar, so working on the stress, reducing the Rajogun, increasing the Sattvagun. Hence, Sattvich Ahar is also an important part. We often advise patients to add foods like the wood apple, like the pomegranate, like the palm fruit, fruits or vegetables like the ash gourd, the bottle gourd, pumpkin vegetable. These are foods we explain patients to have it on a regular basis. We often advise patients to have a soup or a cooked vegetable of ash gourd, bottle gourd or pumpkin, any one of these three. All the Kashai Rasatmak Ahar and Dravya is the key treatment over here. All those medicines, all those herbs, all those treatment protocols and all those food items which are Tikta and Kashai Rasatmak, which is bitter and pungent. When I say Kashai, it also includes the buttermilk, which acts as a medicine for such patients of ulcerative colitis. A Tikta Kashai Rasatmak Chikitsa is the key treatment here. So, is there a treatment? Let me tell you, right from the Nyagurodadi gun to the Parpati Kalpanas to improve the intestinal motility, to the Pitcha Basti to stop bleeding from first day, to the Mocharas Tiktashir Basti to cure the root cause of ulcerative colitis, Ayurveda offers a successful and a promising treatment when it comes to these disorders, where patients are kept on tablets like Mesocal, medicines which are like probiotics, prebiotics, certain conditions, certain patients kept on immunosuppressant or corticosteroids. We see once they choose Ayurveda, the dose is tapered, they get long-term relief along with the benefits seen in their endoscopy report as well. So choose Ayurveda before it's too late. Write down your views in the comment section below. Do check the description box. We'll be mentioning several different remedies and tips in the description box. Feel free to reach out for any doubts or questions. This is Dr. Raj from Jyovis Hospital of Ayurveda. I thank you all for watching. Until next time, from Jyovis and the team, look impressive, be progressive.